Hey Sag, I'm recording this reading in September 2019. 9 of Fire is at the center of your reading. Followed by the 10 of Cups, crossed by the 10 of Cups, 10 of Chalices, 10 of Water. This is shared emotional fulfillment, Sag. Beautiful at the center of your reading. Let me just turn this down a little. So with the 9 of Wands out first, Sag, I see that this month or whenever this reading may find you and resonate with you, you may be anticipating the worst, expecting something to return from your past that was negative, a certain experience or type of experience to repeat itself, a person who has negative influences on your world. Maybe a heartbreak or just a disappointment from your recent past, Sag. You may be expecting that type of hurt, that type of betrayal, or just that type of miscommunication or disappointment to occur again. And the 9 of Wands reminds us that anticipating the worst can and will eventually attract it. It is a time to certainly stay prepared for the worst, but to hope for the best. And it looks like you have a lot of loving energies around you who are supportive, welcoming. You and they love one another so much that joy is reflected back to you. So this is a close group of friends or a familial type of group. Shared emotional fulfillment is around you at this time. So you don't want to invite any type of heartbreak or betrayal or disappointment from the past back in by focusing on that, is what the 9 of Fire reminds us. So you are in a happy home, family, or maybe even marriage relationship with this. And in the near future, I say that, again, I repeat that so that you keep that in mind if those are the people that you're suspicious of, right? And then in the near future, we have the 8 of Coins, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Earth, a card of hard work. Having skills in your material affairs. Maybe being someone who works with their hands, like a handyman or an artist. Maybe doing seemingly monotonous or repetitive work. And you want to make sure that you're getting what you're giving in that work, that it is an equal give and take, that you have empathy for those who you are working with, but also for yourself in the situation. Be sure that you are getting back what you are putting in. Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups, Queen of Water, in the reverse in the more distant future. And the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Rods, the Knight of Fire, a Sagittarian card for me on the bottom of the deck. Let me sit with this for just a minute, Sag. So, excuse me. So a lot of you are still feeling, by the end of September, even moving into October, are still feeling fragile from this disappointment or heartbreak here in the recent past. And even if you are able to achieve what we talked about, to stop focusing on what happened, to stop assuming that it will happen again, fearing that it will happen again, allowing that to cause you to be constantly looking over your shoulder in the back of your mind and putting too much focus there, and then thus manifesting it again after all. Even if you're able to achieve that, to stop looking over your shoulder constantly, right? I do still see that you will be fragile here in the more distant future, again by the end of the month, even moving into next. Now, when we have this Queen of Cups energy in reverse, Sag, this individual can even be not just fragile, but then consequently can even be irrational, maybe even manipulative sometimes, right? She's certainly overwhelmed by her emotions, and that may show because it may be overflowing, right? She's crying all the time. She lashes out at others, is weepy and talking too much about what is emotionally wrong to anyone who will listen, right? Or this person doesn't want to be in that state, knows that they're overwhelmed by their emotions and doesn't want to be crying and has to focus on work, possibly a lot of work, and so they may shut down completely, be cold, right? And that's how we can get to a place of even being manipulative. When we lose touch with our own feelings, of course we can lose touch with others. But certainly they're lost in or because of their emotions, right? This character, this represents someone who is. It is a weak state, and it may cause someone to be extra or extra cut off from everyone else, tipping one way or the other. And so that may be you, Sag, in the more distant future here, as a result of this heartbreak, this disappointment. But if this in your recent past was a betrayal and you can't help but focus on it, complain about it, blow off steam if you're very upset about it still, if you're just constantly expecting that someone else is going to betray you that way, or that person is going to again, if you can't cut that out, if you can't cut it out, the looking over your shoulder thing and expecting the worst to happen, anticipating the worst, when you're in this beautiful home or family environment, this loving, supportive environment, then this very well could be you doing exactly what the Nine of Rods warns against by the end of the month and moving into next. If it was a manipulative feminine energy in your past, then that may be what we see coming through again. Maybe it was even, maybe it wasn't this person who betrayed you in the past, but you may cause someone that you're with to do that now because you keep accusing them of it or thinking that it's going to happen, expecting it to happen, right? Manifest a similar type of partner. And that's something else that the Six of Pentacles can be referring to, as far as making sure there's mutual empathy in some type of relationship. It could be in business transactions, since it's the Six of Earth, but it also could be in any of your relationships, Sag. Make sure that you're getting what you're giving. But I see that a huge chunk of your time at present is going to be spent working, certainly in the near future, if you're not already there. Probably to get your mind off of these issues, this disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal, or simply a miscommunication, but it feels like it was something very disappointing to you in any case. and this possible manipulator. So make sure you're not drawing that person back in, inviting that person back in, because I also see someone here is possibly in and out of a situation very, very quickly. And someone really needing to walk away from that type of energy. Needing to realize that that is not what is meant for them, that is not for their highest good. But the Knight of Rods, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire here also represents mystic energy speeding toward enlightenment, and the Eight of Cups is picturing a character who is walking away from lower level things toward higher level things, meaning walking toward healthier things for them in their lives, things that are meant for them, things that will help them reach their highest good, their most evolved version of themselves, right? You know, and for some of you, you are knowingly and willingly inviting someone back into the situation who you are openly suspicious of, because there has been some type of betrayal, maybe specifically a three-party situation that may apply for some, but certainly a heartbreak, right? And there may be a reason that you're still suspicious of them. It may not just be you know, insecurities. It may not just be bad memories from a relationship past. It may be genuine suspicion for a good reason, a knowing that this is going to happen again. And then, as I said, we do see a manipulator, and you may be being advised here in the advice position of the reading that, you know, someone is giving to two people. And in that, right, you still want to make sure that you are giving what you're getting if you're being loyal and faithful to someone. And in that case, you can see how the reading shakes out slightly different for lots of different Sagittarius individuals. But in that sense, it may be having to do with you working long hours, or them telling you that they're working long hours. That's certainly the case if otherwise, besides that particular person and individual, you have a shared emotional fulfillment in your inner circles, your closest family, friends. In any case, with you feeling very much like yourself and speeding toward enlightenment, Sagittarius, you are going to need to walk away from things that do not support this authentic version of yourself, who you know you are, who you know you want to be, what you know you deserve and want in your life. And there is this necessity here to commit to the people, the things, the routines, the energies, the daily life that you truly want to be yours, to reflect who you are, right? There just may be a lot of passion for someone, maybe a lot of sexual passion for someone, or something that is making it difficult for you to walk away. But I do think you are going to. I do think it is inevitable that you're going to let go of either this fear of something very disappointing and heartbreaking returning from the past, or a person who continues to bring that to you, and you know will continue to bring that to you again, because you know that there's too many people involved in the situation, or that you simply aren't getting what you are giving to them, getting from them what you are giving to them, right? And again, that may have to do with one of you, you know, working a lot of long hours. So Sagittarians, that is what I see coming through for you in September 2019. I will let you see your cards for just a minute. I know it's not the greatest angle. I am working on that. That said, I hope that the needed insight was able to reach you all, that you Do check out your reading at a different time in another month if the reading did not resonate with you this time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, right? And thank you so much to everyone who supports Lunartics Tarot and all of the ways that you do. If you are interested in ordering a personal reading from me, just scroll down to the description box below where you can find all of the information you would need on those, as well as the links to go ahead and order. My name is Aze, and the email address is lunarticstarot@gmail.com. With that, Sag, it really does look beautiful. This Ten of Cups at the center of the reading is something that really stands out and that I can't ignore, and it's something that you deserve after this letdown here in the past, right? But you have to see it, you have to appreciate it, you have to look back the other direction, right? To look at what is really around you instead of what has left you broken from the past. But I will leave it in your capable hands from there, Sages. I hope you continue to make wise choices for yourselves. I love you, and I will post another reading for you just as soon as I can. I hope to have full moon readings up for you shortly. We are just a few days away from the full moon in Pisces. I'm loving that energy. And we are currently still under the aqua moon, but I do plan to put those Pisces full moon readings up very soon for you. Otherwise, I love you, Sag, and thank you again.